right up and prepare to be shocked and amazed as Barnabas the Bizarre and the Outbreak let you know that you're watching Papa Dick.
New NYWC Starlet Championship. Congratulations, Kylie. How does it feel?
Thank you. It feels amazing. It's back where it belongs. Clock it.
All right. Who's going to be next for you?
Oh, anybody. Anybody. The PPD is not scared of no one. So step up and find out.
Now, was this your first time meeting up with Tina San Antonio?
It is actually my second time.
Okay.
Yep. Wrestled her at Dynasty. Shout out.
All right. Now, what's going on with you and the Kazanas? Everything kosher now?
Oh, I still hate them. Still hope they die. I think till I die, I hope they die. And, that's where I stand.
Now, they always tell me they're doing things by the book.
No, they're doing the opposite of the book. That's like their gimmick. Like, cheaters, that's all they are.
All right. Thank you, Kylie, for a moment of your time. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
What is the Papa Dank soap?
Listen, I've been sending you emails. I need you to pick a scent, all right? So it's going to be, listen, what did we talk about? Coconut?
Yeah.
Right? That's a good one?
That's a good one.
Mango?
Mango. I like mangoes.
All right, so
right? I'm Spanish.
Coconut, mango. Let me get in the laboratory.
Okay.
I'll put it all together. Listen, let's see. It's March. By May, we'll have a Papa Dank soap. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right,
now,
brother.
where can everybody get your actual regular soap?
There. TopRopeSoap.com. All the socials at TopRopeSoap.
I think it's great. It really smells really good.
It's the best smelling guys in wrestling.
That's why I want one. I want
go.
everybody to smell like me. I smell pretty good.
All right.
Right?
All right.
Don't I? No?
Hey, I'll take your word for it, man.
Top Rope Soap. Make sure everybody follows them.
Thank you, guys.
TopRopeSoap.com.
Yo, they call me Dank, the lyrical titan. Stepping in the ring, spitting fire, igniting. From the square circle to the booth, I'm dominant. Unbreakable spirit, call me the king, I'm prominent. Beyond the barricade, the podcast bumping. Real talk, no gimmicks, ain't no time for slumping. Grinding day and night, always something to prove. Elevating the game, that's the Dank move. Mic check 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining. Resolute, run deep, and still the fight. Never back down, always standing upright. In the ring or on the track, same intensity. Delivering knockout blows. Lyrically 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and today I have a very special guest. Let me bring to you the one, the only, Alan Steele, joining me tonight. Hi.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's get to it, Alan. You got almost 30 years in the business. How does it feel?
It hurts. The last few years, it starts to hurt a little more than it used to. As the schedule isn't as active as it used to be, and the bones aren't as young as they used to be, it all adds up to a little more pain than it used to be. So, but it's all good. I love it, man.
Awesome. All right, let's start off with some upcoming events. Tell us what's going on at Millington Mayhem 12.
So this is an event, an annual event. Guy named Pokerface, Pokerface Events puts it on. He has it at the National Guard Armory every spring. It's April, May, usually around April, not too far away from WrestleMania every year. This is number 12. He had another event, so really I think this is his 13th event. I'm wrestling Cordell Roberts, who recently got involved with me and his brother, and he kind of had me come up on the short end of the stick in that match, so I asked for a match against him because I got to get my lick back. So me and Cordell are going to fight and probably tear up a couple things at the National Guard Armory in Millington, Tennessee on April 25th.
All right. Now let's go over to this. You're in Tiptonville. Tell us what's going on here.
So apparently card subject to change. So I was supposed to wrestle a guy named Thud Powell, and for whatever reason, something came up. He's not going to be there. So now I'm wrestling the Wild Thing. This is one of those situations where I have pretty much zero knowledge of my opponent. So I don't know what to expect. He looks like he's smaller than me, so I'm assuming he's faster and probably moves a lot better than I do. But we'll see. I'm, the old guys, we don't lose our power, so I'm gonna hit him hard and see if I can slow him down.
All right. Hit him hard, and then that's more of the same card.
Yeah. Say May 8th, sir.
Other matches for sure. These are some upcoming dates we want to talk about it. Besides, of course, right now, Beyond the Barricade, right here.
We are current right now on your podcast, and then tomorrow, All Pro Wrestling in West Memphis, Arkansas, is having bringing me in to do a wrestling seminar with Mid-South wrestlers. Well, I don't know where everybody's coming in from, but
right.
I was a Bill Dundee trainee in 1997, and the guy that owns that company was also a Bill Dundee trainee. So he reached out and he wants me to talk about the psychology of thing and all the stuff that a real veteran like Bill Superstar Dundee taught me years and years ago, so I could pass that on to some of these younger up-and-comers, as they like to call them these days. So It's going to be about a 3-hour seminar, and then they're also having a live event there at the Boys and Girls Club in West Memphis tomorrow. Awesome. So it'll be a long day of wrestling action tomorrow.
Nice. You got a busy schedule there. Let's go over Militant Mayhem right there. There's the card right there.
Yeah, that's the event poster there. They've got, a lot of the top, I would say in the tri-state area, really around here, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, a lot of the top talent, some guys with a lot of experience, some relatively inexperienced people. You got, I think, Bullwhip Ballard, he's on there. He's been on some NWA stuff recently. So,
That's right there.
Bullwhip is?
Yeah, yes.
He hit me so hard in Blue Mountain, Mississippi. He re-aggravated my shoulder injury. So I'm glad I'm doing a seminar tomorrow. I don't have a match as far as I know, but you know how that goes.
I love that guy. Real tough, but real nice to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, he's nice.
He wasn't that night, that's for sure. Yeah.
That's what I said. But yeah, listen, I'm a different ballgame than you. I'm
right,
not a podcaster.
It doesn't hurt quite as bad, I'm sure.
No, for sure. All right, let's start back in the beginning. You just said Bill Dundee trained you, but what made you want to become a professional wrestler?
Man, I tell everybody I've been a wrestling fan since I came out the womb, I believe. As far back as I can remember, I can't tell you what my first match that I fell in love with, but I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. And so we had Saturday morning studio wrestling on Channel 5 every Saturday. It was either went from an hour to an hour and a half, back to an hour. But we also have the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis. And so every Monday night, Jerry Lawler, Dundee, Dutch Mantell, the Jarretts, the Moondogs, the Fabulous Ones, any and everybody who ended up in the WWF at the time kind of came through Memphis. So I got to see every star that you can imagine come through, Memphis, Tennessee, up close and in person. And then fast forward, I was 21 years old, and I just decided I wanted to give it a shot. And because I watched it nonstop, and I watched WCW, WWF, NWA. If it was on TV and I could sit down, I was going to watch it. So
you were in.
Just a huge fan, and I wanted to give it a shot, and I kind of got discouraged, got a little runaround when I first wanted to train. I was talking to a couple other people, and then there was a show on Channel 5 here in Memphis Live, Power Pro Wrestling at the time, Randy Hales, his promotion. And I wrote the studio a letter, and I just asked them if they had a wrestling school, and they said they did, and they sent me Bill Dundee his phone number. And so I spoke to him and his wife at the time, and they told me how much it cost, when I could start. About 2 weeks later, I was driving to Jackson, Tennessee every Wednesday night to start training. So fast forward almost 30 years later, I'm still doing it.
What was the best advice Bill Dundee gave you?
slow down.
Okay.
You know, when you first get into wrestling and you feel like you got to go 1,000,000 miles an hour. You know, you got a time limit. You got all this stuff you're trying to get done. You're trying to outwit your opponent, whatever the case may be, and you don't let your matches breathe. So you just do move after move after move after move, and then you think you've done something, and the crowd is confused because they don't have time to digest what you're doing. Right. And so he told me, he said, when you feel like you're going too slow, slow down. I was like, gotcha. So he was a big preacher of the psychology. So he would teach us the whys instead of just the whats. So, it was like, oh yeah, gotcha. Do a pile driver, but why are you doing this pile driver? Why would you do it at this point in the match when you should be doing it at this point in the match? Right. So he broke down, he made it make sense. And that's what I learned the most from Bill.
Gotcha. Let me say a quick hello to Mr. Herb Simmons, owner of SICW and the upcoming Fan Fest for. Check it out, SICW.org.
I think I got some buddies that go up and wrestle for Mr. Simmons. I don't know if we've ever crossed paths, but I think I got some friends that I believe go up there, and I see their stuff advertised on social media all the time. So, yeah they've been doing it for quite some time, too.
He's been in the business 50 years. 52 probably at this point.
Oh, he's got
he's got us both beat for sure. All right, can you tell me whose path did you cross that you learned a valuable advice from? This is early on in the stage, since you were around Bill Dundee, there must have been somebody around that time that you're like, oh wow, this is somebody I could really learn from.
Well, it was, when guys first start out, we all want people to watch our matches and tell us if they're worth a flip or not. Right. And a lot of the guys are so busy trying to do their own thing that you'll go and ask them, hey, did you see my match? Yeah, everything was fine. And I knew early on that was sugar coated as much as it could be, because I knew I was terrible when I started, because you got to be. Nobody starts out and they're fantastic from day one. But I got to be in locker rooms with like Handsome Jimmy Valiant and like Doug and Eddie Gilbert's dad, Tommy Gilbert, and Doug Gilbert, and a lot of the Mid-South legends. And so Tommy Gilbert, it's funny, all the older generation guys, the veterans that were here before us, they kind of tell you the same stuff, hey, take your time. Don't hurry, and if you feel like you're going too slow, slow down. But I mean, it was weird because you try to make it make sense in your head, and you listen, and I've always tried to stick everything in like my mental Rolodex or whatever. And then one day the light bulb just clicks, and then it goes from the moves to no, it's what's in between the moves. And it's the ebbs and the flows and the ups and the downs, and really to really tell the story that you're telling in the ring. But I tell you one, Tommy Dreamer once told a whole locker room of us, he said, it's very few and far between that you get to go to WrestleMania, because there's only so many spots, and WWE's only got so many people. For sure. He said, but it's your responsibility to treat every one of your matches like it's your WrestleMania. And what he meant by that was that's the type of effort that you should put out for the fans, because they're the ones spending the money to come see you do this, so don't just stroll through your match, really go out there and perform and put forth the effort. So he told us that, and that's when I was wrestling for TCW based out of Arkansas, and which he's a really, really nice guy. Tommy is.
That's some actually really, really great advice. Hope my son is listening somewhere. Herb says Doug is coming to FanFest, teaming up with Tommy Rich.
Awesome. Yeah, I know Doug and Tommy. I've shared the ring with both of them multiple times.
All right. Tell me your best rib story in all the years that you've been doing this.
Ooh, wow.
There's got to be something really funny out there.
So when I first started, the one that jumps into my mind right away, when we first started wrestling, we were driving to Corinth, Mississippi on Friday nights for Rodney Grimes at the American Legion building down there. And it was me and Derek King who had a hand in helping train me. He was kind of, Derek would get in the ring with me and Bill would stand outside the ring and tell us what to do.
Right.
But me, him, and Johnny Dotson, who started right after, and we were driving. Actually, we were in Johnny's car. He was driving. I was in the back seat. Derek was in the passenger seat up front, and Johnny had to go to the bathroom. And we were on a highway, highway 60. And so he pulls over on the shoulder of the road, and he's standing out there. He's trying to make it look like he's checking his tire. And, he's peeing on the side of the road. And I told him, I said, Derek, if you jump in this driver's seat and take off, I'll never speak to you again. And so he slid over and we started driving. And John was running while he's trying to zip the concept down the side of the highway. And we finally, as soon as we got enough to where everybody could see Johnny, what he was really doing, we stopped and went back in the car and took off. So,
What did he say to you when he got in the car?
I was laughing. He was cracking up. I think he was a little mad, but he was dying laughing too. So he would have done the same thing to us if we had been the ones that had to go to the bathroom. So we just got him first.
For sure, 100%. That's a great story, man. All right. What was it like when you had your first match back then?
So
who was your first opponent, actually?
My first opponent, there's a tag team in this area called Naughty by Nature, and Pokerface, who's doing the Millington Mayhem show, him and his partner's name was Rude. Actually, there was 3 of them back in the day. There was a guy named Tully, but he got out of the wrestling business years ago. Rude was my very first opponent. Now, the thing about it was I wasn't Alan Steele then. So Bill Dundee and his wife Samantha were in Texas years ago for Global Wrestling down there. And that's where like Marcus Bagwell started. But he was the handsome stranger, had the little Zorro mask and brought the roses out to the ring. And so Samantha decided she thought I should do that character. So I was the handsome stranger around here. And this was in McKenzie, Tennessee. And so it was a mess, man. The mask kept trying to slide off my face. And
oh no.
of course, I was nervous as my first match. And I remember my family was coming to see me and my parents were coming to watch. And for whatever reason, they couldn't find the building and they put us on first. So we go out, we're having the match. I wouldn't have known they were there if they were sitting on the front row because I was so zoned into what I was doing, trying not to screw something up.
Right.
But I did a big crossbody off the top rope. 1, 2, 3, got my hand raised, got out of there. And they told me after the show that they walked in the building as the bell was ringing after the 3 counts. So they missed my first match by 10 seconds, so they didn't get to see it. So, but yeah, I did my first match was as the handsome stranger versus Naughty by Nature Rude. And it was great. Or I thought it was.
Awesome. So one person you wanted to wrestle back then and you never got a chance to. Who was this person?
Man, back then, honestly, so what's weird is I've been around in this Memphis market since I started. And, this is the home of Jerry the King Lawler. And we've crossed paths more times than I can count. And in the 29 years I've been doing this, we've had 1 match against each other.
Yeah.
Just 1. Yeah. And so I always wanted to wrestle him, but I wanted to wrestle him like in a feud. Right. I remember the Eddie Gilbert feud when Eddie Gilbert tried to run him over in the parking lot with the car and all this type of thing. And I wanted that kind of, feud with the King of Memphis, but I wasn't ready for it, although that I really wanted it. Now I say my favorite wrestler of all time is Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. And so if I could, and I never even got to meet him, which that kind of sucked. A buddy of mine got to spend some time with him at a show one time, but I never did. But to me, he was perfect, like pun intended, but he was the perfect wrestler as far as making his opponent. You know, he made Hulk Hogan look unstoppable, you know,
Right.
all the time. Him and Bret Hart's matches were unbelievable. So I would have loved to maybe one time got in the ring with him, you know, or just to sit around and listen and learn, you know. But yeah, Lawler was the one around here I wanted to beat up a lot.
Awesome. Serena's got a question. If you could start your own faction, who would you want in it?
Well, how many people do I get?
Let's say 4.
4, including me. So myself, my cuz, which is Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry, we were the tag team Genetic Perfection in TCW. Then I would probably have to take I've had been in several tag teams. Bishop Cage, who's a former tag partner of mine, who just actually is making his comeback to wrestling right now. And this is just local guys. If I was going to pick worldwide and veterans and all that, I just put the Horsemen back together. But I would say Bishop Cage, Michael Berry, Poker Face, and if I had my manager, Mr. Rich Rude, then I think we would, and myself, then I think we'd have a pretty good squad right there.
Awesome. Tell me, what does Alan Steele like to do for fun outside of wrestling?
Man, so I'm getting back into working out, and I'm starting to enjoy it again. You know, you work out for so long just because that's what you're supposed to do. And then I took a break, and then I got sick like a couple years ago. I was in the hospital for about a week, and it's taken my body quite a while to recover. That's why my schedule really slowed down. Now it's picking back up, but I like to work out. I spend a lot of time with my dog and my wife and watch movies, and I play video games. You know, I've got a ton of systems, but I don't play them nearly as much as when I was younger. But I am I do sit in front of Netflix quite a bit and just spending time with my family and stuff. We've got a group of guys. We get together once a month. We call it the Round Table. We meet up, we go have lunch, and we just shoot the breeze and talk trash to each other. And it's like being in a locker room at a restaurant, and we just have a good time. Yeah. So I tell them every time, I'm surprised nobody's thrown us out yet, but I'm sure it's
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
All right. The differences from wrestling back then to how it is now. What's the biggest difference for you to adjust to?
What I can see, and when I was younger, we moved fast, and you know, but nothing seems to keep anybody down anymore. Like, and I don't want to bash any particular companies, but AEW, you know, since it's out there for the world to see, they kick out of everything, man. Either the stuff don't hurt, or they're not good at or giving the moves or something, but they hit you with stuff that should put you in the hospital and would have years ago, and they just get right up. It's like the Terminators, you know, are fighting each other. It's not. I think I don't know if they're focusing because people's attention spans are so short, so they have to feed them all this action. But it's like they don't slow down enough to let the audience really gather in what's going on. Because by the time you ooh and ah at this Hurricane Rana over here, well, you got 17 super kicks and Canadian destroyers going on over here, and it's just it's sensory overload for me. It's hard for me to watch at times, but you know, I try to keep up with current stuff, but it's not as easy to keep up with it now as it used to be. Because it used to, I mean, big boot leg drop, you could beat somebody. Now you big boot leg drop somebody now, they'll get up before you do. You know, so
True.
Yeah. I mean,
for sure, man.
The storytelling is not as simplified as it used to be, I guess.
Okay. And thank you, Alan, for joining me tonight. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
Well, All of my social media is Still Trap 76, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm trying to learn TikTok. So I'm playing
Not
with
easy.
TikTok. It's not, man. I'm a Facebook guy, and I thought it was going to be enough, but apparently it's not. So I try to. But if you look at one of my pages, you've looked at all of them because they all have the same stuff on them. So I try to make it work for me. But yeah, I'll Still Trap 76 is where you can find me on everything.
Gotcha. And of course, you can catch Alan right here in these upcoming dates. You already can cross off April 10th.
Yep.
But tomorrow you can catch him at the wrestling seminar, All Pro Wrestling, and so on and so on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining me tonight. As for me, next week I will be at WrestleCon Las Vegas, Nevada. I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday. Plus, you never know where Papanenko pop up after. So
Hey, that's Vegas. That's cool. Vegas is very cool.
That's right. Very cool. Very cool. I might be at a party or two there too. I might get invited, so we'll see. I want to thank everybody. I got 30,000 lifetime likes so far, and I want to thank everybody. That is a great accomplishment for me. Thank you to all. And my newest vlog is up right here. I'm with Sebi and Moore and Nat Castle, hanging out at the Toy Con vlog. Master of the Mat is coming up for NYWC. Ruthie J will be in Master of the Mat. Check that out. NYWC Pro Wrestling. Titan Championship Wrestling returns on April 25th. Give them a follow and check them out as well. These are all the guests that'll be hanging out with us at WrestleCon, courtesy of DNS Wrestling Collectibles. As you can see, it's a list of people, including David Otunga will be there with us. From JCW, Big Al will be there. Cocaine will be there. Miss Mercedes Martinez will be there. Miss Jackie, Miss Serena Deeb, Izzy Moreno, Amanda LeVay, WWID Prospects, Fallen Gray, Notorious Mimi. We'll also have Jasmine Sinclair there, also from JCW, Gypsy Mac, Ruthie J, Vicious Vicky Venuta, Janai Kai. They'll all be hanging out with us at WrestleCon at the DNS Wrestling Collectibles section. And coming up in May, I'll be at Lucha Rumble right there. My guy Silas Mason, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, will be in action. Don't want to miss that. Check out CEP for more information. All right, that's enough for me. Next week, I'll be back with another vlog, and we're going to have an update for Rising Stars Women's Wrestling on Tuesday as well. Stay tuned for that. Everybody have a good night. Alan, hold on for a minute. Everybody else.